Hi, welcome, it's Menachem Bernfeld, and today we will discuss a few points about perfectionism. The statement that I want to say before we start is that if anyone is a perfectionist needs to seek professional help. You might ask why? Isn't perfectionism good? You get the things done right. So let's discuss a few things that happen when someone is a perfectionist. The first thing is they have an all or nothing thinking. The way their mind works is I will do it only if I can do all of it. And if I can't do all of it, I will do nothing. And then you wonder why they start doing things very hard for them to finish, and then many times they don't start because they don't see that they're able to finish in their mind. They don't see they're able to finish, so then they don't even start. How many people have ideas in their head, things they would love to do, but they don't do it? Why? Because in their mind it has to be perfect. And if I can't make it perfect, then I am not starting. Do you realize trying to be perfect many times is unrealistic? So you're living your life expecting to be an unrealistic life. Where would that go? It wouldn't go too far. And when they do get things done, in their mind or in their eyes, it's not the way they want it. So by them it's negative. I didn't do a good job, didn't work out, that's not what I wanted. Walking around with all the negativity. At the end of their day, they probably feel like a failure. How many things that they did can you say that is exactly the way they wanted, they had planned, and it worked out? They only start a project if they'll be able to finish. So as you asked before, isn't perfectionism good to get things done? So we won't call it perfectionist, we'll call it a high achiever. So we have high achievers versus perfectionists. A high achiever knows there are steps to take and he's happy with the steps even though it's not exactly they wanted, and knowing that step by step you get there. A perfectionist doesn't like the process, doesn't like the small steps. He wants to get to the result right away. And most of the time the results they have is usually unrealistic. In their mind they're focused on the result. They want to see the result already, today. But they don't realize it takes time. There are steps to get there. Doesn't make a difference how many steps. It could be 2,000 steps, one step at a time, and you get there. But if you're a perfectionist, all you want to see is it getting done. At the end of the day, you can fall into a depression. What have I done today? How many things could you say that you did and it's perfect? You might walk into someone's house and it doesn't look like it's a perfect clean house, and that might be a result of perfectionism too. Why? Because they only clean their house knowing that they can clean their house the way they call clean, and clean means perfect. So if they can't do that because they're so busy, they leave everything laying around. That's part of perfectionism. High achievers knows they have 10 minutes now, they're going to clean one thing. Put away a few things, not everything and not perfect. Just continue step by step, one step at a time. The reason why they don't start only if they can do it perfect is because if they start and they don't get to that perfect goal, what are they called? Exactly, failure. Could you imagine if the goal they have in mind is unrealistic? Usually unrealistic. And even if they push themselves to start, but at the end of the day, they feel like a failure. When they go to sleep, wasn't a good day. How many days do you think they'll be able to manage to continue? And then you wonder why it's so hard to get up in the morning. So if that's how they feel about their goals, hard time starting, obviously what's going to happen? they're gonna procrastinate. Not do it now. Now is not a good time. I don't have the amount of time. I'm not rested. I'll do it a different time when things work out. And before you know it, it can be a week, month, year, or years to get their goals done. The only thing that get done is when the things that have deadlines. Paying the bills, because if not, it gets shut off. But other things, all the goals, the growth, all the things they want to achieve in life, they all stay behind. No one is holding them accountable. By them it needs to be perfect. If that's the case, I'll do it one day, and you know when that one day is. Now again, I'm not saying you shouldn't do the things that you're doing perfect. You should try to do the best you can. Try not to make mistakes. However, always know, yes, there is a possibility that there will be a mistake. And that's okay. Continue doing those steps. Don't stop. If you need to fix something, you'll fix it. But don't just sit and not do it at all. I had this video sitting around and I wanted to put it out. I had this video sitting on my computer. And I wanted to put it out, and I found myself pushing it off. I still had to figure out what to say at the end. How am I going to fix it? Is it good? Is it not good? And I was thinking to myself, wait a second, isn't that what we discussed? It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to put it out the way it is, and hopefully people understand the concept, get the idea, and they can do the same. So here it is. Enjoy it. Also, a very important piece, to celebrate your small wins. And for that, you can go to the link. I'll put the link of the video that I made about celebrating your small wins, so that you can start having small wins, building, and going from one step to the next. Enjoy that. Thank you, and hope to see you in the next video.